What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. This marks the very first video from MTC. Today's video, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about the brand and let you guys know on what it means, what I'm trying to do with the brand, and how the name really came to be. But for being honest here, in the beginning I thought the name just sounded really cool, but let me explain a little bit more. But first, oh wait, let me try that again. So let's rewind to a little over a year ago when I first decided to launch my fashion Instagram. I've always wanted to be one of those fashion influencers on YouTube or Instagram because fashion was something that I was really into and I'm still very interested in today. So, with the help of my girlfriend, I went out, did a massive photo shoot, had a bunch of pictures of me in different outfits, so then later on I'd have content for my Instagram page. So was all ready to go, but realized I needed a name for an Instagram. So I wanted something catchy, something that has a ring to it. So, I referred to the Bible. I did want this to be kind of like a Christian-based thing, but I just went to the Bible, looked for a name, flipped through it, and then came across Romans 8. Now in Romans 8, in big bold letters, it said More Than Conquerors. And instantly I knew from then that was the name I was going to go with. I shut the Bible, pushed it aside, and I went with it. I didn't really read Romans 8, didn't read the story behind the phrase More Than Conquerors, didn't know the meaning behind it, but I just rolled with it because I thought it sounded cool. I thought it sounded nice, people were going to love it, and I was going to have this cool story to go with it. That was my thought. But the worst part is when people were starting to ask me, how did you come up with that name? What does the name mean? I made up the entire story. So after a year of running this Instagram with this false idea of what More Than Conquerors mean and the story behind it and telling people what I thought the story was, I felt a tug in my heart that was pushing me to go and find out for myself what it actually means. So I went to Romans 8, read it, studied it, and meditated upon it, and I still remember to this day how dumb I felt when I realized that I was running with this fake story when in the Bible it means something completely different. And that was a big humbling moment for me throughout this whole experience, and at that moment I really got to find out what it actually meant. So Paul, who wrote the book of Romans, was listing a bunch of things that could possibly tear us away from God, that could possibly separate us from the love of God. And it was things like tribulation, persecution, famine, nakedness, very specific things like that. But later in verse 37, it said that we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. And when I read that at that moment, what it meant was, but we have won a battle or a fight before it has even started. And that was very comforting to know that, yes, I'm going to be going through these trials and difficult times in my life, but nothing, and even the worst of it all, was going to separate me from the love of God. And it was a great moment for me getting to realize what More Than Conquerors actually meant. So this realization really touched my heart and made it more clear on what I needed to do with this brand, and most importantly what God wanted me to do with this brand. So I broke down the business, built it back up with a new vision, more a clear vision, and established 2 new mission statements for the brand, which is what I ultimately wanted to share with you guys today. So the first one being, I want to show God's love to everyone that I encounter. Like I said before, God's love is something that I'm never going to be separated from and that I'm always going to experience. So I don't think it's fair to keep that for myself, but I want to share that. And that could come in many different forms. Like through the brand, I want to be able to help college students when it comes to paying for their college education. Or I want to partner up with churches to help them with mission trips, retreats, fundraisers, and things like that. I just want to give back through the brand. So the second one being, I want to inspire others to share their stories by sharing stories of my own so that people may find similarities with each other or find somebody who has a similar stories to them and link up, and that could spark a godly relationship. And the purpose of that is when people are going through hard times, I think it's very important to have that somebody in your life that's going to bring you out of it and most importantly bring you back to God. So I want that kind of true love, genuine love and care for one another in this community. And I've always wanted this to be a community, and I never want it to be a brand or a business or something that's just to make money, but a way for people to really develop relationship with one another. So yeah, that's the story behind the brand, and that's the 2 new mission statements that I established for the brand. I just wanted to make a quick video to let you guys know more about what I'm trying to do here, and every time you see it on Instagram or YouTube, what More Than Conquerors actually means. You know, it made it more clear for me, this whole experience, on where I want to take this brand and what I want it to be, and it truly became something more than just an Instagram account or a clothing line. Lastly, what can you expect from me and the brand on this YouTube channel? I just want to use this platform to share my faith, share my stories, and share my struggles with you guys so that we can grow together. And I know some of you guys might be asking, you know, you started this whole thing, you started the Instagram account because you were super into fashion. Now, are you going to be posting fashion videos up on YouTube? And the answer to that is most definitely. I still love fashion. That's something that I'm very interested in. So I'll definitely be putting up fashion videos on YouTube and on this platform. It's going to be a fun journey. I fully believe that, and I'm very excited to see where this brand is going to go and what this brand is going to become. I do want to take some time to thank those who have supported me on Instagram and followed me for the past year. Even though I didn't know what More Than Conquerors meant or the story behind it, the fact that you guys have been there for me every step of the way, I am truly grateful, and I do appreciate you guys. I also do want to thank those who have purchased a t-shirt from me, and I hope this video gives you guys a better idea on what you guys are representing and what you guys are saying and what I want you guys to say when you guys are throwing that shirt on. So I want to appreciate all of you guys. If you guys are sticking around for the whole video, I appreciate you as well. Thank you so much for your support. I love you guys. You guys are the best, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.